Hello, you're here with the Fly Guy. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video and visiting my channel. I was doing some fly tying today, so I just wanted to do a quick video on how to paint eyes on your dumbbell eyes. You can use this to spruce up your clousers, your jig flies, or even woolly buggers. Whatever fly that you like to put dumbbell eyes on. And it's pretty simple, it's cheap, and it's very easy to do. I'm going to be using fabric paint to paint the eyes on. And I choose fabric paint because it is super durable. This stuff is cheap, it's durable, and it's easy to work with. It's easy to clean up if there's ever a spill or something, so highly recommend it. Today I'm tying yellow flies right now, so I'm going to be using a yellow fabric paint for the background of the eye, and then some black paint just to do the pupil. It's very simple, very easy, so let's get started. Okay, I've got a hook in the vise here, and I've got a blank dumbbell eye here that I'm going to paint. We're going to start off by just turning this hook in the vise slightly so that you can apply that fabric paint. And all you're going to do is you're going to take your yellow, or whichever color you're going to choose for the background of your eye, and you're just going to add a small amount to the center. I'm going to turn that to the side so you can see it. It's just raised up a little bit. That's all you need. You do not need a lot for this because you're going to spread this paint out. So take your bodkin, and you're going to need something with a fine tip, so make sure that you've got as fine a tip as possible. And you're just going to take that and just move it around in small circles. And you're going to spread that paint out towards the edge of the eye. Less is better with this. Obviously you want to make sure you cover all of the metal. You don't want some of that showing through in the colored section of your eye. But you don't want it to be too mounded up and thick either, because it becomes difficult to work with. Okay, as you can see here, I've got the background color painted on my dumbbell eye, and I'm ready to go ahead and add the pupil. You want to go ahead and do this while it's wet because it's easier to work with, and it'll dry in a more flat fashion for you in the end. So, nice thing about fabric paint is that it is thick and it doesn't run. So I'm holding that fly like this, and that paint is not going to go anywhere. So as you let these dry, if you want to do, you're tying maybe a half dozen of one pattern, and you want to paint up a few of these eyes, there is no worry about leaving them dry like this in a vise rack or another system. You're not going to have them, do one eye at a time and leave it flat, worrying that it's going to drip. You can keep it just like this and move on to your next, fly tying job or whatever else you have to do. So next we're going to add this pupil. So all you're going to do, this is super easy. I'm going to show you the tip here of the bottle. You're going to just squeeze lightly, and you're going to see a small drop come out the tip. Hold that there, and you're just literally going to put it in the center and press on it a little bit and lift up. So now, as you can see, I've got a raised black dot in the center of my eye. Do not leave it like this. Fabric paint does settle and dry smooth, but if you leave it like this, you'll have kind of like a little cone rather than a nice flat eye. So what I do is the same exact thing that I did with the yellow paint. I'm going to just take my bodkin, make sure I'm shallow in that black paint, and just lightly move it in small circles out to the edge. Now obviously we're not going to go as far, because we don't want to cover up our yellow paint, but we're just going to kind of keep that, the small circles, keep that round shape, that circle shape. And then once we lift up, you can see that that's just a little bit more flat now. And as that fabric paint settles, it's going to create a nice, flat, smooth, durable eye on your fly. And with fabric paint, just a couple things to keep in mind. It's going to take about 3 hours to dry, and usually you're not going to be able to use or get it wet when you're fishing for about maybe 3 days. That's about the only drawback that I can see to using it. Yeah, you're not going to be able to go out and just use it same day, but extremely durable. And when you're tying during the winter or the off season and you can afford to let something sit for a few days, it's really going to help you improve the durability on your flies. It's going to kind of spruce them up a bit, and get creative with it. This is the neat part about fly tying, is that you can use various materials and techniques and create something new. So I hope this helped you, and I hope this can help you add something to your flies. If you want to increase the durability on this, I'd encourage you to add some UV resin. You can just add a small drop on the top of the eye and work it around just like you did the fabric paint to increase that durability, and that eye is just not going to come off. So if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel for more content. And if you'd also like to see this video again and a further explanation of how to do this, you can check out the Fly Guy blog at tfgflies.com. And again, thanks for watching, and take care.